Jovin, you so dumb.
Hey friends, welcome to another Slumber ParTEA. First order of business. Let's get into the pajamas, okay? So, oh damn it. Yeah, this is cute. It has like lace at the thigh part. Anyways, really cute. For like a bonnet matching ordeal, but I didn't have like a creamy bonnet, which is surprising because I have a lot of bonnets. So this is really cute. Anyways, let me not waste no time today. We're gonna dive straight into it. I always say that, but then I just get chop. Anyways, we've reached the point in our journey where like we're pretty much caught up to like almost everything that's happened in my life. Well, the major stuff, you know? Because if we like go detail for detail, that'll just take too long. Today we're gonna talk about the infamous 1098T video. I'm gonna tell y'all the have. I'll break it into two categories. There's gonna be the haves and the haves not. We're gonna talk about that. We're just gonna talk about the whole thing because I did kind of leave y'all hanging when I posted the video. But we're gonna talk about why I left y'all hanging, and we're gonna talk about everything. So let's start off with how it all started. Okay, how I found out about it. Okay. So it all started my sophomore year. My sophomore year, I was in my communications class. For the ones who are like, what, communication is another fancy word for English class. You just have to take a communications class as part of your gen ed. University I went to, but a lot of universities want you to be quote unquote well-rounded. So they'll like give you a whole bunch of classes, and from my understanding, it's to help you help yourself, because if you don't know what you want to do, then like those gen ed classes will get you like to get a feel of what the different subjects have to offer. Um, yeah, I already knew what I wanted to do, so that like even if you know what you want to do, it's still required. So boom, it's sophomore year, right? And we're in our communications class, like I stated. Now, I don't remember if it was a boy or girl. But for the sake of this story, we're going to say it's a boy. So this boy, overachiever. There's two types of people in colleges. There's the overachievers, the ones that turn everything in before the due date, like literally a week before the due date. And then there's the ones that procrastinate. I happen to fall in that category. I procrastinate. You gonna get it. You might get it 1 minute before the due date. Okay? Or you might get it 1 minute after the due date, but you gonna get the assignment. I was one of those kids, right? Now, me and my friend, we typing out our paper together because, like, come on now, last minute kids, like, so we typing up our paper together. And when he had asked to print out the 1098T, like, I'm 1098T. Keep in mind the semester's rounding up, so this is our big final. The paper is. So I asked her, I'm like, what's that? She's like, I don't know. I was gonna ask you. So I was like, damn, okay. But my class, my communications class, was a smaller class. Which I really liked. I like when it's a smaller class because then like you get to know the professors more, and then you're not just a random number to a professor. Like they might not know your name. Some of them are really good at learning everybody's name. But even if they don't know your name, it's cool because it's like, oh, you're the girl that dresses really nice, or you're the boy that don't pay attention who's always sleeping in class. So it's just like they get to know you pretty well. Okay. So I walk up to my professor because like she real chill, laid back. She is so chill. She is a vibe. I don't remember her name, but she is a vibe. I remember her face. She was a vibe. So I walk up to her because like I be talking to her naturally, like she be friends or whatever. Because like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's a vibe. I walk up to her and I'm like, what's the 1098T? She's like, it's for taxes. And I was like, what? So basically she let me know the whole spiel, like, yeah, you get money. And I was like, oh. I didn't know that. So now I went back to my friend. I was like, did you know that? She's like, no. So then that's how we knew to print out the paper. So we printed out the paper. So I called my mom and I was like, I learned something new today. It's the 1098T. And apparently we can get our money back from Texas because like Uncle Sam, and I got a bone to pick with you too. Yeah. I don't know what you think people got going on. He talk about he can't help me pay the whole tuition. What you mean you can't help me? Does that make sense to you? Do you want a good economy or not? Like, oh my goodness. So Uncle Sam told me that I didn't make the cut to be qualified for all my tuition being paid. He wasn't even willing to help with half of it. So he's like, cough up the money. You got it. And I was like, what do you mean I got it? What are you talking about? Like, do you see it? That's the thing. That's a topic for another day. That's a topic for another day. So I called my mom, let her know. She's like, okay, cool. Print out the form. And then like, cause roughly like it's text time. So it's like, she's like, print out the form and then we'll give it to the person and then like, woo, and figure it out from there. So I print out the form, this, that, and the other. Blase, blase, blase. That was a wrap. Now, because my first year, I was paying out of pocket. I seen a lot of people in my comment sections of the 1098T video saying if you're on a Pell Grant, you can't get it. That's a lie because I was on a Pell Grant, but then I had a subsidized and unsubsidized loan too. So it's just like, and then it still didn't cover. No, because if you're not understanding how college works, Uncle Sam will tell you, hey, we'll give you $12K for a Pell Grant for tuition. But that $12K is not for the semester. That's for both semesters. So you actually have $6K. Okay? So they always cut it in half. Now I knew that I didn't want to go like the private loan route. And we're going to get into why like it's a sticky route to go in. It really is. It's a money making scheme. It is. But at the same time, it's just like not everybody has a luxury of paying for school. I don't really have a luxury for paying for school, but as you can tell already, the hustle. It's all about the hustle, baby. Like we end up coming out of pocket a lot. Like your freshman year is always going to be your most expensive year because you have like a lot of colleges, especially mine, they require you to live on the dorm. Living on the dorm is more expensive. But financial aid will cover your dorm and your food. Now your classes, that's where it's like depending on how many classes you take. Now, but you do have to be like a full-time student to get like the full niche. But then at the same time, it's like, look, you know what? That's what I'm saying. I got beef with Uncle Sam. There's a whole lot we can talk about, but we talk about the tea, okay? So let me get back to it. So, yeah, so found out about it sophomore year, did it. And sophomore year, my mom helped me pay for school, right? Because I didn't work until like my junior year because she wanted me to like focus and pay attention in class and all that good stuff. So she was like, help you pay tuition first year. I just didn't want her to help me pay tuition. Not on like I just didn't want. I don't like being a burden onto people. So I felt like I was being a burden onto her. Like, yeah, she's my mom, but at the same time, like she was coming out of pocket a lot. So when it was time for taxes, I let her take the whole money for the 1098T that I was supposed to get back simply because like she ended up owing. Has not, you have no money, okay? But you're gonna have something at the end. Does that make sense? If you have no money for school and you have to pay for it, you'll have money at the end of the year. If you have a lot of money, you're the half, you have nothing at the end, okay? Now, it's all about who's paying. So, for instance, like I told y'all, my mom was paying my sophomore year, right? Boom. She was paying, and since she was paying, she was working a lot. And since she was bringing in a lot of money, Uncle Sam at the end of the year was like, give us the money. My junior year, I started learning about money because at that time I was working at the bank. But then at that time, that's when like everything was going on with the stimulus check and everything. And I just had a weird feeling about something being in the atmosphere. People really be thinking I'm crazy because I kid you not, I couldn't sleep. First off, my sleep schedule is already bad as it is. But like when I have a lot on my brain, I can't sleep at all. So I love history. So it's just like me knowing history and like studying it my whole life and being interested in it and paying attention in every class. I knew that the ducks were lining up for a recession. And the recession is what gets the ball rolling for a Great Depression. Okay. And I just knew what was happening. I was like, if we don't play our cards right during a recession, we gonna hit the Great Depression. And for the people that don't understand like what a recession is, think about it as pre-gaming. So it's like if you get tipsy a little bit at the pre-game session, because you know how you pre-game and then you go out and then you might get more drinks. If you pre-game correctly, then your whole night will turn out great. If you like really outdo it with the pre-game and then you decide to top it off later at the bar, then you're gonna black out. Okay? So that's what the recession is. It's like a pre-game. If you pre-game good, meaning if you stuff money back in the economy well enough, everything will balance itself out sooner or later. If you don't, everything falls apart. Okay. So like I already just knew something was about to happen because it was just too many people were unemployed and there we were giving out money. Like, and I'm not blaming Trump, but at the end of the day, like that's what I'm saying. Being a president's kind of hard. I don't care if y'all like the man or not. Nonetheless, being a president's hard. Like that was to me, if looking out from the outside, looking in logically with no bias, that was just a hard decision to make because like everybody was the pandemic. Okay. But we're not talking about that because we could talk about that for days and days. Okay. So yeah, I started learning about money and then that's when I realized like the significance of the 1098T. Okay. So me understanding like the 1098T gets you money back, I didn't really understand the whole, like the big dynamic picture. But the big dynamic picture is furthering your education is a tax deduction. Okay. So basically, a 1098T is a piece of paper that you give to the government saying, hey, look, I made a lot of money, but this is why I made a lot of money. One thing I'm going to tell y'all when it comes to, because we don't call it what it is. It's just a whole bunch of elderly Caucasian men that really run stuff. It is what it is. That's no shade, no tea, but that's what it is. There's a lot of old men, old Caucasian men. And old Caucasian men, one thing about it, and 10 things for sure, they love documentation. If you got a good paper trail, baby, look, they love you. Okay? So that's tax time. You just need a good paper trail. Keep in mind, the money I got sophomore year, gave it to my mom for her because she was going to end up owing Uncle Sam. But I didn't want her to owe because she was going to end up owing Uncle Sam because of me. So I like let her have the money, cross it out, and it just, the math did the math. Okay. Now, junior year, I'm working at the bank. Now, I'm working at the bank. Keep in mind, I'm still like coming out of pocket for school, but I'm not coming out of pocket too much because I've already, at this point, I've cut down a lot of my finances. Moving out the dorm was my biggest one. Like living in the dorm, I did the math. I'm a numbers person. I've been in high performance classes my whole life as it pertains to math. So I'm a numbers person. So I'm already knowing, like I did the math for my rent at the time. So with rent being the rent, and I'm already understanding the over scope of not tuition, but my dormitory fee. I would save roughly like $2,000 extra if I moved into an apartment. That's not the case all the times though. So that was just me though. Like it might not have been exactly 200, maybe it was not 200, 2,000. Maybe it was more, maybe it was less. I don't know, but like roughly 2,000. I was going to save a nice chunk of money if I moved out the dorms. That's basically the gist of it. I was going to save a nice chunk. So with that being said, moved out the dorm, got into an apartment. Then to top it off, I got into the apartment not only because of that too. I really just wanted to get away from the apartment, but then, I mean, not the apartment. I wanted to get away from the dorm. But once I found out like I'm saving money too by leaving the dorms, oh, it was a wrap for me. I was like, oh, I'm out of here for real. But like for the most part, I just, you were limited, and I'm a candles person, and you can't have candles in your dorm. I mean, you could like do the whole sneaking in type stuff, but it's just like, no, I just wanted to be comfortable. Okay. So I moved out, boom, got an apartment. Then to top it off, I cut back on my meal plan. I had a full 7-day meal plan. Now I loved India too because I consider a all you can eat meal plan. Apparently from talking to my other friends, a lot of y'all colleges gives y'all limitations on how much I can eat in a semester. That's crazy to me. I'm a big little girl. Big because I eat a lot, but little because like, yeah, outside, So I'm a big little girl. You can't tell me when I just don't think I need to be like rationing out my food choices, like eat today, but then I can't eat 3 times in a day. Like I don't have time to be doing that kind of math. And the fact that some of y'all have to do that, that's crazy to me. So when you're looking for colleges for the ones that like haven't entered college yet, ask them about their meal plans, okay? Okay. I just so happened to make a good decision when I was picking colleges. Okay. So that's something to look out for if you really like to eat. And then to top it off, some people could really cook. I didn't think they could cook like that because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the middle of nowhere. These people can't throw down. Don't focus on how to season. I ain't gonna hold you. They do know how to season. Look, I enjoyed myself over there. And it had 3 cafeterias, baby. 3 different meals. I had options. Okay. I had options. And then some of the dorms, they had underground tunnels. So during the wintertime, you really never had to leave. Depending on what dorm you were at, you could just take the underground tunnel to the cafeteria. Baby. But we're not talking about the food either. I'm getting distracted. So boom, and plus I can cook. So, but if you ask me, it's a no because I don't be trying to play house with people, you know? But like I moved in and I was gonna cut back and save money by cooking for myself. And plus, like, I get to eat what I want to eat. So I just cut out the meal plan altogether because I was going to save it at first and be like, yeah, let's cut back to a 5-day. But then I was like, no, let's not do a 5-day. Let me just cook for myself. Now let's get into the real good stuff. So we're gonna talk about how it's gonna benefit you. Like I said, I at the point in time was working at the bank, right? I would suggest if you're in college, now it is, take this with a grain of salt, please, because this is not for the weak. I'm not gonna hold you. This is just not for the weak. What I did was not for the weak. I had to make a lot of sacrifices. Like I would go out and try to like enjoy myself, and people be like, "Oh, take a shot, you know, do this, that," and I would tell them like, "No," and they be probably thinking like I'm a Debbie Downer, but at the end of the day, like I'm locked in tunnel vision. I'm trying to graduate, and I know if I take this shot, I'm not going to do my homework. I'm already procrastinating as it is by coming out here. So if I like tee up more than I'm supposed to, nothing will get done. Nothing. With that being said, like take this with a grain of salt. But if you're in college, to really get your bang for your buck as it pertains to the 1098T, what you're gonna do, caution yourself, but first you need to figure out your time management. If you have poor time management, this is probably bad for you. Okay. If you have poor discipline skills, bad idea. Do not take this route. Okay. Like figure out that tiny stuff first before you dive into the big shark waters. Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and get you a corporate America job. Okay. A nice corporate America job. So I was a full-time student and I was a full-time employee at the bank. The bank was really nice because they worked with my school schedule. If the job doesn't work with your school schedule, don't even go to it. And another thing, if the job does not have a health, like if your job does not provide you with any medical insurance or a health savings account, it's a wrap. Don't even, when they try to call you back like, you got the position, tell them I don't want it. You don't want it. For this, you don't want it. Don't do this in the beginning stages of your year. Enjoy your freshman year. Enjoy your sophomore year. Junior, senior year is when you're wrapping it up, when you're supposed to start networking because now you're going to get back into the big world. Even if you're going the graduate route right after, you're still going into the big world. So pace yourself. There's no reason to rush. Okay. Pace yourself. Now, me being me, I was busting out 90 hours. Not every week, but like enough 90 hours, you know? I was busting them hours. You're going to get a job that allows you to pick up shifts. That's what I want you to understand. If you can't pick up shifts, you don't want it. What did I tell you? If it doesn't have health insurance, we don't want it. If it doesn't have shifts that you can pick up, you don't want it. Okay? Because you want to get the bang for your butt. Now, I don't know what you're thinking. Like, why would I pick up shifts and get more money when you say if you get more money, then you're going to owe Uncle Sam? But that's where our tax deduction comes in. That's where your 1098T is going to come help you. Okay. Because I know you want the money back for tax, but baby, you're going to make more money working than you will for tax. Okay. So play your cards right. We don't play with little fishes. We want big sharks. Okay. No bubble guppies. Big sharks. Big whales. We want the big boys. So what you're going to do. So after you get your little corporate America job, right? Boom, boom. You're going to work where time management comes in. Cause like you have to do your work for school, but then you have to work too. So like you have to find the sweet spot balance in the two. Try not to get burnt out. I got burnt out several times. That's cause I like wasn't pacing myself and I wasn't like giving myself like spa days. I mean, I still did like my facial routine, this, that, and the other, but really give yourself breaks. I took trips. That's why I traveled so much during college, because like I was making enough where I could travel. And like when I was about to get burned out, I would just catch a flight and then boom, come back, feel rejuvenated and be back at it again, busting 90 hours. Okay. So you're going to do that at the end of the year. Uncle Sam is going to tell you, girl, you owe us money because you made buku load of cash. Okay. And you're going to tell him, no, I don't. No, I don't. And this is, I paid for school. Okay. If you do not get a 1098T, because I know a lot of you in my comments were saying that you never got one. I honestly don't know why you didn't get one. That's something you have to talk to your university about. They probably have a limitation. It's just like taxes. Like if you make a certain amount of money, then you pay taxes. If you make under that amount, you don't pay taxes. So it's just like maybe you're supposed to have paid certain amount to the university before they give you one. I don't know. Okay. I don't know the full dynamic of each university. I can only speak on my situation. Okay. Okay. So it's going to be tax time. You're going to get your W-2 and you're going to see zeros on that pay stub. And you're going to be like, well, damn, I made that money. Damn, can't be. And you said, then who? No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, so you're gonna have a lot of money and Uncle Sam's gonna want his money back, and then you're gonna go ahead and slide your 1098T form to the tax person, and that's just gonna cross each other out. It's like math, two negatives, boom, boom, cross it out. No longer there. You don't owe Uncle Sam anymore. Okay. Sometimes you might get money back. Sometimes you won't owe at all. Okay. Or sometimes if you really overdo it, which I don't know how you could, because at that point you're just really burning yourself out, but you might end up owing like 200, but it won't be something too dramatic because you're going to get money. Do not file exempt on this. Do not go the exempt route. Okay. Let Uncle Sam take out his little chump change, because that's how you're going to balance itself out at the end, if that makes sense. Okay. 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 And that's just that. So that's how you really get your full bang for your buck with the 1098T. The people who went the scholarship route, you have buku load of scholarships. In Uncle Sam's eyes, you're rich. You might not feel rich, but you're rich. So he's coming for you. Uncle Sam is a greedy fat man who's just gimme. So think of Uncle Sam like Mr. Krabs. Okay. Okay. Just greedy. Like no principles, no morals, no, just a greedy fat man. Okay. That's Uncle Sam. The 1098T is not really your friend because you're not really paying nothing to him. It's free money that you're paying for school. Like you're not, like there's nothing that needs to be deducted. If anything, you had money coming in, a lot of money coming in. So in his eyes, you're rich. In Uncle Sam's eyes, you're rich. So what you want to do when this happens, if you know you have a lot of scholarships, what you're going to do, don't tell him I told you this now. What you should be trying to do is you need to rack up debt. And you're like, wait. And I know, okay, this concept is just going to blow a lot of y'all minds because you're not you don't even understand economics itself. But that's what you're going to do. You're going to take, literally, we're pulling out stuff from the rich people handbook. Okay. I'm just pulling out what they do. I don't understand why y'all get mad at rich people anyways. Why are you mad at them? If anything, you should learn from them. Okay. Because why would you want to be taxed? I mean, I understand the benefit of taxing, but at the same time, I did political science, so I understand free riding too. And free riding very much is a thing. So at some point, I don't know. It's not for me to debate on this one. I'm just here to put y'all on. So let me go back to what I was saying. Cause like I said, this conversation can go a lot of places, but I gotta stay focused. So boom, Uncle Sam thinks you're rich. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your bookstore. I suggest going to your school bookstore because when you get a receipt from your school bookstore, it has their name on it. And everything you buy from that bookstore is a walking write-off. Okay? Okay. So you're going to try to rack up debt. As much debt as you can. Okay? Now, for the ones who end up getting money back, for like if you do your 1090 and you got money back, what you're going to do is still keep your receipts too. Like, what did I just tell ya? Oh, Caucasian men love paper trails. You're gonna keep your receipt because even though you're getting money back, you want more money back. So you're gonna give them the receipt and you're gonna say, "I bought a whole bunch of books, expensive books. Pay me." If you have your Amazon receipt, you can do that too because like it's still your books. But when it comes down to the people who get a whole bunch of scholarships and who ended up owing, what you're gonna do is you're gonna rack up a whole bunch of debt. You're gonna go get that nice computer, and I know you're thinking like, I can't afford that. It's not about what you can afford. It's about what you can write off. You need a big purchase to offset the big amount that you got. So you're gonna go get that laptop, that really fancy laptop that you're like, I can't afford that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You buy expensive things when Uncle Sam thinks you're rich. Why do you think rich people buy private jets? Some of them rent it out and get money. Like, come on now. it's not it's not about what you can afford. It's about what Uncle Sam lets you write off. You don't want to pay him. Why do you want to pay him your money? It's your money. It's my money and I need it now. Yeah, heavy on the JG Woodward. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's why I say go to your school bookstore because a lot of universities, at least my university, offered Beats headphones, laptops, all that good stuff. They offered that for students to purchase. You can go the route of like going to Best Buy and stuff, but now you arguing to Uncle Sam that it really was and wasn't for school, and just get it from the bookstore. Because it's like, how can you argue when it's from the bookstore? You can't. It's from the bookstore. The university's name slapped on the receipt. It always is slapped on the receipt. The universities love their name so much they slap it on everything. But you use that to your benefit. Okay? Okay. That's what you should be doing. Because a lot of y'all are like, I ended up owing. That didn't help me because you didn't do it right. I was drained. I was literally drained. Like I was waking up early in the morning because if you watch the last video, I explained it. And I'll probably link the video in here anyways to explain some more. But in the last story time I explained, like mom had car troubles. We had to wake up early to drop her to work. And then, yeah. So I was at that time in my life where I was just drinking energy drinks to like keep me up. And I know you're like, it's not helping. I don't care. I couldn't function. Like, so boom. I was in the car one day and like, I don't know why. Like, keep in mind, I'm about to graduate. Why the 1098T, like the word just kept playing itself in my head. And it was like, talk about it. Keep in mind, at this point, I'm like on TikTok, but I'm like not really on TikTok. And it just kept playing in my head, like, talk about it, talk about it. And I'm like, why would I talk about it? And then I started doing that one thing where it's like you pretend that you're a YouTuber. I don't know. I did that before I did YouTube. So I talk to myself. I do. Sometimes we'll talk about money because when I learned about money, like a lot of y'all, like I know about finances. Finances and money are two different things. Finances is maintaining money. Money in itself is a different topic. You got to learn about money. And I learned about money during COVID because I was cooped up in the house. And one thing about me, I love the house. Okay. And I made it worth it. But anyways, yeah, I was at a point in my life where it's just like, I was tired, I was drained, but then I kept hearing like 1098T. Like it was for a week. I just kept hearing it. It's like, talk about it. I'm like, say, what about it? What am I going to say about it? Like, I felt like everybody already knew about the 1098T. I'm not going to hold you. I really felt like everybody already knew about it. So I'm like, there's no need for me to talk about it. And I just couldn't do it no more because it kept going. So I finally made the video. But before I made the video, there was a video, like the same day I made the video was the same day I saw another video saying if you add like 7 to 14 hashtags on your video, it's guaranteed to go viral. The 1098T video was an experiment. It was a social experiment. I didn't think it was going to go viral. I was just more experimenting. Okay. So then when it did, it was like, oh, wait, hold on. And I backed up from the scene because I was just like overwhelmed with life itself. And then like people started bombarding me with questions because I assumed everybody knew about it. And I was just sharing a topic that everybody knew. So it's like now a lot of people don't know about it. And I'm like, oh snap. And I just shut down. I shut down. And I'm so sorry. Like, who makes the video and then not help? I tried to help the best I could, but there was just so much questions. And some of them were repeated. And I was like, oh no. And it just got overwhelming. Like people, obviously like the comment section, y'all were there. But then people messaged me on the side on Instagram and it was just too much going on. Here I was going viral for something I didn't think was like relevant or important. So that in itself was my fault for like let y'all hang because I should have let y'all know. Like I should have told y'all about Uncle Sam. I should have. That was an experience. So that's why I made the story time cut. And shout out to all the people who were like, you're a former college grad. You're all getting Fs for plagiarism. The first person who made the comment, okay, cool. Correcting my grammar. Okay. Okay. You ate with that one. I'm not a communication student for a reason. I'm not an English major. I never got into that. You better ask my professors about me. When it came to typing papers, baby, as long as you got your paper, that's all that mattered. I don't care about the mistakes. I literally would have B's on my papers and I like could get an A. I wouldn't read over my papers at all. I was not the type of student to read over my papers because I hated the fact that I like political science because like politics are messy and history and all the good stuff. But then the downside is you have to write a whole bunch of papers. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't like, let's talk about it. I'm more of a talking type of girly. I rather talk about it than type about it. They wanted me to type about it. Like I said, ask my professors about me, baby. I never reread what I typed. You got your paper. Gotta be. Should I feel guilty that I could have gotten an A and all I needed to do was read over it and proofread it? No, I did not feel guilty. High school me may have felt guilty, but I already did the honor roll thing. I was just, I cared about school, but not enough where I was going to overachieve. I was just trying to get by. And truth be told, I was just going to get by. Okay. I just wanted a good enough grade. I was so over school, but I was just like going with the motion. So shout out to the first person that said it because like, okay, cool. You ate with that one. But everybody else, y'all a bunch of copy and pastes. F for plagiarism. F. And then, oh, my favorite part of the whole story. This is my favorite part of the whole story. Like a big dummy I was because like, I don't know. We don't call a spade, baby. You was a big dummy. Because why in the world did after I make the video, I'm over here clarifying. I literally made a video. It wasn't really an apology video. I took it down though. But if you saw, you saw it. And it was basically like me explaining because everybody's like, you didn't know. And it's like, baby, I knew. I found out sophomore year. I'm as surprised as you that so many people didn't know. Okay? I'm as surprised as you. At this point, looking back, it felt like I was apologizing for what I said. And one thing I don't do is apologize for what I said unless I genuinely mean it. I'm not the type to apologize if I don't mean it. I'm not one of these little celebrities who, I'm sorry, because they don't want their image to be tarnished. No, I'm going to tell you like it is. And I said what I said. And I'm standing 10 toes. That's just me. So for me to be apologizing, but that's why I'm saying like I was in this awkward space in my life where it's like mentally, I was so spaced out. Like I really wasn't me, but I was me. Like I was just, yeah. So that's that. So the whole purpose of the 1090 AT is to help you balance the scales. So figure out where you stand. Are you a haves or a have nots? That's what you need to do. That's our slumber ParTEA. Right now we're caught up to everything. Like we're pretty much caught up to my life. Hey, but like I said, take everything that I said with a grain of salt because what do I really know? I'm only a former college grad. And for the pissy ones in the back, the pissy Paulines, baby, we got the degree. We did. For all the pissy ones in the back, she probably didn't even graduate. I just want to slap you with my degree, little hoe. Look at me. Make the degree work for you. And the best thing you can do in college is network. Get off social media. And when you see a job opportunity, do not look at it as this is not where I want to be. Because that's what a lot of you do. Stop looking at this job opportunity as this is not where I want to be. Look at it as this may possibly be opening a door to another door. Okay? Sometimes you just need to get in a room filled with like-minded people. And that job is going to do that for you. One thing about me, I always tell people, I don't stay long at a job. Okay? Once I start winding down, I call quits. Okay? Oh, and then right before I leave, I'm going to drop you with a hidden gem because I literally told you, go make sure the job has medical insurance. And then I didn't tell you how it's going to benefit you. Like a dummy I am, okay? So what you're going to do with your job, backtracking to what I said, I'm so sorry, I'm all over the place. I hope I didn't lose you, okay? I hope you really stuck with me. I hope I didn't lose you. But back to what I said. So when you get your job that offers insurance, because I talked about this on TikTok, but I guess I'll toss it in here now because this will really this will push you in front of the curve as it pertains to after you graduate. So you have your corporate job, right? You're working. Don't always do it, just occasionally. And do it on holidays because holidays you get paid double. Okay? You don't need to celebrate every holiday. Okay? Okay. And in the holidays you do work, like I used to work Christmas. And if I just somehow happen to magically be constipated or like really sick or on my period on Christmas Day. Ain't that crazy? It's so crazy. It's just like, it's like my body just, I don't know what it is. It's so crazy. But anyways, every holiday, you don't need to work every holiday. Okay? Some jobs will do like the every other holiday type stuff. My job did like the every other holiday you have to work. Like Columbus Day, I definitely worked and I picked up. I got paid double. Like, rack up the coins. Rack up the coins, okay? And plus, schools close on Columbus Day. What are you really doing? You could be making money. But you want to sit here and go eat Chipotle with Sandra. That's your problem now. You're broke and you want to go enjoy and eat Chipotle. You the problem. But anyway, you're going to get the job that has the medical insurance. They must offer it. If you don't want to get it, that's fine, but they must at least offer it. So what you're going to do is you're going to opt into the insurance, okay? And you're going to be covered. So you're going to get your dental insurance. You're going to get your medical insurance, okay? If you're not really a dental girl, whatever. If you're a dental girl, get the bang for your buck. Take advantage of it. Then you're going to get your insurance. And when you get your insurance, shout out to my homegirl Angel. When I worked at US Bank, she was my work mom. And she really put me on to game. I'm telling y'all, them folks really put me on to game. But I already had a HSA account. I just didn't know what it was. I opted into it when I first got the job, but I didn't understand what it really did for me until when I was learning about money. I was like, I need an HSA account. And then I was talking to Angel because I did like a whole random rant because we was talking about money. Because like one thing about it, I like to know stuff. Tell me stuff. I like learning, you know, I always like learning. So she's telling me about like HSA and I need to get it. And the whole time, like I talked to my supervisor and I had it, but you're going to get a health savings account. Your health savings account is like a bank account. It's like, think of it as an offshore account. They're going to give you a credit card for this account, right? And this credit card covers all your medical needs. Now, if you're really like a medical needs type of girl, well, you don't really have to be a girl. I mean, you could be a guy too. I just like saying girl a lot, so no offense to the guys. But if you're a medical needs type of girl, like you got a lot of health problems, that's really gonna help you. If you don't really have a lot of health problems, the account doesn't close. The money is there. Okay? The money sits there. It accumulates. Literally put $20 in there. Bare minimum $20. Drop it in there. I literally got a 401k. Do I still have it? No, I cashed out. But that's not the point. The point is you put money in a lot of places. You want your money to make money. If your money's not making money, you're the problem. Okay? That's why I said you need to learn about money. Financing is how you keep the money, how you maintain the money, how you nurture your money. But money is a different topic. So, like I said, back to what I was saying. you're gonna get your health savings account, right? About $20 you're gonna roll in there, and you're not always gonna need it. So like you're not really gonna feel it. Okay, you're not gonna feel the $20 coming out your paycheck. It's $20. You're not gonna feel it. Okay, you're not gonna feel it. I promise you won't. At the end of the work, you're probably gonna have like 2,000, 3,000. I don't know. Just guesstimating. I'm just throwing numbers out there, right? You're gonna have crazy amount, not a crazy amount, but you're gonna have a nice decent amount in there, you know? And that money that goes in there, Uncle Sam don't got no say in it. Okay? Tax free. So you're gonna put the money in there, right? And you're gonna live your best life. Okay? And when I say your best life, you're gonna go to the chiropractor. And you're like, the chiropractor? Yeah, covers it. You're gonna go to the chiropractor. I've yet to have tried the masseuse. But then it depends on your health savings account. I'm not gonna hold you. Depending on your company. When I worked at US Bank, I had Optimum. Shout out Optimum. Okay? Best HSA account. Because them girlies, it's your money and you can use it. That's the vibe they give off. It's your money and you can use it whenever you want to use it, you know? Whatever you want to use it on. I used it like a credit card. And then even after I left the job, I still had the money in the account. So like I used it whenever I needed it. However, when I got to the school job, they had their account set up with Further, and Further gave very much no. Baby, I tried to do what I did on my other account, on this account, and my card declined. Not because the money wasn't there, but an unauthorized item was listed. Of course, the item was unauthorized. I knew it was unauthorized, but I didn't know they were going to stop me from using the money. Okay? So it was medical needs. So when it comes to your HSA account, it depends. They can be kind of picky. But I know for sure your chiropractor will be covered by a majority of them. Okay? So go and get cracked up. Okay? And then if you really want to have fun with it, you're going to go ahead and take $20 out of your paycheck and you're going to put it into another account. At least $20. The bare minimum needs to be 20. During this recession time, these hard times, you should be putting 50. But we're not going to get into that. Bare minimum 20, right? You're going to put it into another account. Yes, a savings account, but you want a savings account that doubles, more like an investment account, okay? Where it's like you don't touch. And this is where the discipline comes in, because you don't need to touch that account. That's your emergency only account. You being starving is not an emergency. I don't care that you think it's an emergency. Go eat ramen noodles. You're going to live the bare minimum. Like you're literally going to stack that account up and not even look at it. You're going to act like you just don't have it. Okay? You're going to struggle. Not really struggle, but you're going to like do the bare minimum. Like just live averagely. Do not go splurging. That's where a lot of you will screw up. Do not try to prove that you're rich to people. That's where a lot of you do not become financially stable in life, because you're always trying to prove something to the next person, and you don't do it intentionally. It's subconsciously. Literally, it will be subconsciously. Like, why are you buying these $10,000 shoes? Do not do it. This is where being like an accountant, having that accountant mindset comes in, because it's like, I could buy it because the money is there, but it wouldn't be the proper thing to do. Okay. So you're going to have money on the side, but you want an account that kind of like adds a higher interest. Like, you know how your interest comes in, it's like 10 cents, 5 cents. You want an account with a high interest. So when your money starts like hitting the 20, not 20, but when you start hitting the 2,000s, because you have 2,000 in your account, instead of getting $2 back for having that money in the account, you're going to get like $20, $50. You're going to get big bucks. Not crazy big bucks, but compared to, you know, what your regular checking account would give, you're getting big enough bucks. Okay. I think did I cover all the bases? I think I covered all the bases. Or you can go ahead and go the investment route, but if you don't know about investing, don't go that route. So, I hope I covered all the bases. If I didn't, ask questions, and yeah. Okay, friends. Enjoy your life and enjoy college. Okay. Because that's what college is about. It's about enjoying. So enjoy it.